well, welcome. It is 5 o'clock, so we're going to start with the induction ceremony. Glad to see everybody here, so if everyone can take their place. If you're still getting something to eat, go ahead, grab it, and come on back to sit down. Well, good evening. My name is Mary Beth Reed. I am the past president. I'm currently the Leadership Succession Chair. I want to welcome each one of you to the induction ceremony for the Delta Theta chapter of Sigma. And I want to thank you for celebrating this special occasion. Oh, guess I better use this thing. Look, it works. I'd like to start off just with a moment here so we can recognize our special people that are here. We have our chapter leaders. We have our president, Dr. Denise Cobble. Okay. We have our vice president. Okay. Go ahead. Vice President, Dr. Sandy Laird. Treasurer, we have Dr. Seal Flores. Then we have Governance Chair, we have Ante Parker, Dr. Ante Parker, sorry about that. Okay. And also we have Dr. Dina Furr, who is also works with Ante Parker there. Yes. And we also have Dr. Wilson, I'm still going to call you by your previous name there, Dr. Wilson. She is our secretary. And we're very honored to have our dean, Dr. Merwin, here. She will be our keynote speaker for tonight. So we are just very glad to have you here. Welcome. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started on the induction. More than 90 years ago, that's older than me, okay? I know some of the students are going, no, you were there. Okay. I feel like it today. But Sigma had been recognizing and celebrating excellence in nursing, in scholarship, leadership, and service within the nursing and midwifery. The Honor Society, known as Sigma, was founded as Sigma Theta Tau back in 1922. By 6 nursing students in Indiana. From those 6, our organization has grown to more than 135,000 active members with more than 530 chapters over 90 countries around the world. Sigma also collaborates with several global organizations to help improve the health of the world's people, including representation at the United Nations. This offers you members the opportunity to extend your reach outside of your own communities. And we are excited and filled with pride to welcome each one of our new inductees here tonight into this diverse and global membership. Sigma members are leaders. We are at all levels within the healthcare industry. The Society only extends memberships to students in baccalaureate or graduate level programs who have demonstrated superior academic achievement, academic integrity, and professional leadership potential, and to nurse leaders that are candidates exhibiting exceptional achievements in nursing. I'll have students email me going, gosh, what do I have to do? How do I apply to get into Sigma? And it's like, you don't. You have to be invited. And so it's a great honor to have you guys out here. You're this a creme de la creme out there. Appreciate that. Our membership includes other top-notch nursing executives, clinicians, educators, researchers, policymakers, entrepreneurs, and so many others. You are among this distinguished group of nurses now. Welcome. You have met or exceeded the rigorous standards required to achieve an invitation to join us. And you truly deserve our congratulations for being here. Congratulations. The leadership and scholarship that you have displayed represent the essence of what Sigma is about. Together, we are all Sigma. The founders chose the 3 Greek letters, Sigma, Theta, and Tau, and they're taken from Greek words that mean love, courage, and honor, because they believe these to be our enduring values. They are the root of all nursing professions. The crest, which is going to adorn your membership certificate, symbolizes the enduring values, and it reminds us of our commitment to wisdom and discernment, which is represented by the I. Service, professional endeavor, and strength of leadership, which is represented by those pillars of stone at the right and left. And then knowledge, that is represented by the lamp. Our key, which is embedded in the membership pin, will remind us of our charge to uphold love, courage, and honor. And it's a symbol of scholarship. That cup that's on there denotes the satisfaction of professional life. The circle with its 6 stars represent our 6 initial founders. And as I said, the lamp is for knowledge. And then the letters in black represent our charge. Just remember that the key symbolizes your commitment to nursing excellence every day. Now, the purpose of this ceremony is not just to honor you as new members and celebrate your success, but it also serves as our pledge to you that we are going to support you throughout your nursing career, that we will be a lifelong resource for you. This support comes through the opportunity to participate locally, also to participate at the communities of interest through Sigma and mentoring programs and different opportunities. You have benefits such as, right now, I know you don't even want to think about nursing education. It's like, I'm done. But when it comes around to renew that licensure for the undergrads, you're going to need some, and you can get that through Sigma. That's part of your membership. You also will have access to the Journal of Nursing Scholarship and worldviews on evidence-based nursing, along with reflections on nursing and leadership. I know most of you are looking at tomorrow. Oh, thank goodness it's finally over. Come to the end. Well, for that part of your life in the nursing program, yes, but this is just your beginning of your journey for Sigma. This is the start of your involvement with something that's global, something that is bigger than what you see in this room. Each of you are going to experience your membership in your own way. You may choose to design it to be, I'm going to be very, very active here, or your goal may to become president of Sigma someday. Whatever your goal is, that's yours to work for. We do encourage you to be actively involved in our local chapter. I know some of you don't live here. That's okay. We'll still let you join. But you can also be members at a local chapter. We encourage you to be active in Sigma. The biennium, or each biennium, Sigma installs a new president. A year ago, it was our 44th biennial convention, and we installed Dr. Beth Tegas, and she introduced, as our 32nd president, she called us to build on our extraordinary success and our rich heritage by developing new ways to connect with our members and other nurses worldwide, collaborate with the diverse partners, and to catalyze change for advancing world health and global nursing. President Tegas asked us to connect with our fellow nurses and partners and work together to share our message, our opportunities, and our accomplishments. We should strive to make maximum use of cutting-edge technology to digitally transform an organization and advance the work of Sigma globally. To fulfill Sigma's mission, we should be intentionally collaborative with other nurses and partners outside of the nursing so that we can be more successful to fulfill our mission, and to be the organization of choice for nursing and advance world health, to initiate, produce fundamental change, or transform or catalyze, to move us forward. I encourage each and every one of you to learn more and participate in being a very active member and to finding out what President Teague's call to action by visiting the Sigma's webpage, and that's sigmanursing.org. Very, very easy to get to. And I know you're sitting there thinking, well, that's great globally, but I'm part of Delta, Theta. Well, we're global also. Our chapter reaches out to India. It reaches out to Haiti. We have supported the Dr. Naylor's School of Nursing in India. We support the Haiti School of Nursing that's in Haiti. We have 2 members that go there couple times a year. And we support helping them with scholarships, helping them with their uniforms. We helped money to build a library in the Naylor School of Nursing. So we do reach out globally. If you're interested in going to India, if you're interested in going to Haiti, our chapter is active there. So let us know. And we do reach out and touch the world. We also have a giving circle, which was started by us. It's a scholarship that we offer nurses in underserved countries throughout the world, that they apply for the scholarship and we give them money to go to the research conventions, to the biennium. And every member has the opportunity, when you get the opportunity to renew, to make that pledge, to help that person. And it's always interesting when we have a chance to go to the biennials, when they go to the research conventions, to meet these nurses from all over the world. And so our chapter is very active in reaching out and helping nursing grow globally. So as we conclude this part of the ceremony, I just want to take a moment to recognize and thank the family and friends that are here to celebrate this special occasion. And it is because of your love and support that these new members were able to achieve this level, this success. And you should take pride in the role that the family has played. So let's thank the family. You guys are awesome. So once again, congratulations to our newest Sigma members. And we have Dr. Flores up here to introduce our guest speakers. So congratulations to each and every one of you.
So good afternoon. It is a great honor and privilege for me to introduce our Dean, Dr. Elizabeth Merwin. She is a nationally recognized scholar and academic leader. She began her tenure as Dean of UTA College of Nursing and Health Innovation on May 1st of this year. Can you hear? Sorry. Dean Merwin oversees the largest and most successful nursing program in Texas. Dean Merwin has been recognized nationally for innovative academic initiatives. She is an accomplished nursing and health sciences researcher whose work focuses on improving care for the underserved, particularly minorities and residents of rural communities. Her research has been funded by several leading agencies, including the National Institute of Health. Her work has been published in highly respected scholarly journals. Dr. Merwin came to UTA from Duke University, where she served as Executive Vice Dean for the School of Nursing, the Anne Henshaw Gardner Professor of Nursing, and as Professor of Psychiatry and Behavioral Sciences at Duke's School of Medicine. Prior to joining Duke, Dr. Merwin was the Madge M. Jones Professor of Nursing and Associate Dean for Research at the University of Virginia School of Nursing. Please help me welcome Dr. Merwin to the stage.
Thank you so much for such a kind introduction. I appreciate it. And good evening, and thank you for having me tonight as your speaker. I am honored. And it's a real privilege to deliver a talk to people many of whom are getting ready to graduate and complete another degree in their career of nursing, and have been selected for their achievements and their success to be inducted into Sigma Theta Tau. It's really an opportunity of a lifetime. Being selected for membership in Sigma Theta Tau is a great honor. It also brings with it responsibilities. It also brings with it opportunities. opportunities to connect with other nurse leaders and scholars and practitioners and researchers who live all over the world, who may have had a little bit different education than you, that may be in a very different practice or educational environment, but all belong to the same organization. And you will be able to take with you through your life journey and your career in nursing a membership in an organization that is probably almost anywhere that you will go around the world. Across my career, I have moved from one university to another several times, probably 4 or 5 times, I guess, in total. And it was always wonderful to know that no matter where I walked into, that there would be a group of scholars who were chosen for their demonstrated achievements that have dedicated their lives to nursing, and that I had automatic welcoming to be there. A quote that's on Sigma Theta Tau's website really brings home to me what we're all about as leaders of the nursing profession, and as those that have had the fortune to be invited to be members of Sigma Theta Tau. And it is, quote, "Together we change lives and advance healthcare." End of quote. When I think of that, it's so short and so powerful and so meaningful, because most of us went into nursing to make a difference. And the question is, how do we make the most difference? And how do we meet our challenges as those that have been given the opportunity to do more and to make a bigger difference? How do you advance the lives and the health care for not only individuals that you may care for, but their families, for communities, so that communities can become more healthy? And how can we help make an impact on people locally, throughout our country, and in the world? This sounds like a daunting task, but we're a large group of professionals, and working together we can make a big difference. Now, we have a variety of levels of degrees that people are receiving, and for some, very experienced, coming back for more education. And for some, you're newly licensed, getting ready for your first job, and probably a little anxious about, oh yes, and we have to take licensure boards, and we always have lots of hoops. And so sometimes when people have just made a big new achievement, trying to figure out how to get used to your new role, your new specialty, the new expectations, the new employer, sometimes influences people to stay very focused on what they're doing now. And to a degree, some of that you need to do, but you need to remember that you are part of a profession that goes beyond any one employer or beyond what you have chosen to do today. And I challenge you to step back and thoughtfully plan your career. How can you make the most difference? How can you have the biggest impact on your field. And I would say that you might want to give consideration to 3 different strategies. 1, be a leader. Leaders seek out opportunities to make a difference. Leaders have a vision, and they develop their leadership skills, their relationship skills, their communication skills, so that they can inspire other people to come together and develop a shared vision and figure out what it will take to make a needed change or to make an improvement to care or to prevent illness or to make a difference in this world. Second, be a connector. You heard that's part of why we have Sigma Theta Tau, is for connections. That means for you, what is your network? Who is in it? Who do you know now that maybe you met along the way in your student journey or in your work, because many people are already working in healthcare, that actually are people that you would like to foster a relationship with, get to know better. But you may want to ask to be a mentor for you as you go to the next step and grow in your leadership abilities. And who can you be a mentor for? Because all of us need mentors, and we need to learn from the wisdom and experience of others. And sometimes people say, I'm a new graduate, who can I mentor? Well, you know what? There are a lot of high school kids that are really trying to figure out if healthcare is for them. And they would love to have your help to dialogue what really is it like to choose a major of nursing in college. May not be for me, may be for me, but we all can give back in terms of the development of others. Third, be a scholar. Now, whichever program, if you have recently completed, you're graduating tomorrow, or for our community leaders and for our Sigma Theta Tau members who are here for the meeting and celebration tonight. We all learned the importance of understanding research and the generation of evidence and using evidence to inform practice and care. So think about, of all the things that you could be known for in terms of making a special contribution, what are you really passionate about? Is there a particular problem that you have seen in healthcare that you would love to make a difference because you think it really is just causing too many problems? Is there a patient population that you're just aware that in our current health system, their needs aren't fully being met? What do you care about, and what over time are you going to develop your expertise in? And then how do you share that with others? And part of being a scholar is not only creating evidence or synthesizing evidence, but also sharing it with others. I want to talk a little bit about leadership. So the Institute of Medicine put out a Futures of Nursing report about 2011. And that was when our country was really working hard on healthcare reform, which is ongoing today. And in my entire career, it has been ongoing. Sometimes it takes a higher level. Sometimes it goes in a certain direction. But you should know that in addition to doing a great job taking care of individual patients in any kind of setting within the healthcare system, you're a part
of contributing to what our healthcare system will be like and how it works in the future. And a quote from the Future of Nursing report is, "Nurses should be full partners with physicians and other health professionals in redesigning healthcare in the United States." A quote that says to me one way to do it is from the Academic Health Center's Leading Change and the 21st Century report that was put out by the Institute of Medicine. And the quote is on integrating research, education, and practice. And the quote is, "Research develops the evidence base. Patient care applies and refines the evidence base, and education teaches evidence-based and team-based approaches to care and prevention." End of quote. And I challenge you that it takes leaders to make connections, to foster partnerships and collaborations, to actualize that integration. Now you ask anybody, are we for academia and practice working together? Are we for research being conducted that's on really important problems, on important clinical problems that when the research is ready and the evidence is ready to use, has the potential for making real changes in the care of people or the treatment or the prevention of illness? Of course, the answer is yes. But how often do we set up our infrastructures, our organizations, to support, reward, and provide incentives for people in different sectors of our healthcare system to come together and work together? It only happens when you have a leader who reaches out to another leader and begin collaborations and partnerships. And together, with everyone around the table, invites others in. And instead of the way that we often see things happen is in an education program, and I've been a director of nursing in practice, and I've been in education a long time, and I do research. But in any of those areas, it's not unusual to say, hey, we decided we need this new program, and so we're going to have this new program, and who can help it? Us do it our way. You know, we want this program, we don't have this kind of nurse specialist to staff it. So we'd like the educational system to send us some. Well, it doesn't work that way. And the same in practice over the years, we've had a great improvement in the focus on quality initiatives. And with the evolution, which some people say for good and for bad, but for all the development of IT and healthcare data and electronic health records that have come about really in recent years, that has opened the door in practice for the capability of doing much more in their own settings to answer quality of care problems and to figure out solutions. Well, you've got researchers over in academia often tapping the same data to ask similar questions. But too often, I find that you've got separate groups. And you might get a request to the hospitals or the health systems to support this one project with some data. Or you get a question from a hospital who's having a lot of concern about a particular issue that reaches out for academia for help on this. But my challenge to you is, how do you build those connections that go deeper than can you help me? That go to, both of us are very interested in this patient population, this particular problem in health care. we're really interested in our two organizations working together. We all care about the health of our community, so let's bring in leaders from the right community agencies and some of the health systems and some of the education, and have a brainstorming session to figure out who's interested in what and what's really important and how do we open doors to work together. Now the issue is everybody go, yeah, that's fine, I'll come. Okay, you can't just come. You have to come with your willingness to put aside your agenda as the primary one to address in this meeting, but to help understand all the agendas and the barriers and the strengths and the opportunities of those that could possibly collaborate together. And then figure out, if you decide to have a collaboration, start small and make it a win and build a relationship between people, because it is those relationships that open doors to all the possibilities of what we can do. So be a connector. And that's important because a concept of, quote, bounded rationality, and this is from Simon in 1957, quote, the capacity of the human mind for formulation and solving problems is very small compared with the size of the problems whose solution is required for objectively rational behavior in the real world. So as a leader, build linkages and networks. Try to align infrastructure and financial incentives. Promote interprofessional education. You notice that most of our health education schools are all set up in silos. Our accrediting agencies have very different requirements. And when you go and you want to, let's just have a joint course in physical assessment. Well, that's a good idea. But we have different start and end dates sometimes on our academic calendars. And we have different requirements. And so we got to break down some barriers and look at where we can have wins to advance into professional education. And that's going on, but more. And then interprofessional collaboration and interprofessional practice. Some people wonder when they're wanting to make a change and advance in their career and figure out, how do I get connected? Sometimes it's not always that clear. It wasn't to me as a brand new graduate. But concretely, some of the things people do is get involved in your nursing organizations. Sigma Theta Tau. Each state has a nursing association that has local units. Go to conferences. They can be local, they can be regional. It's hard sometimes, but try to make yourself go occasionally. Read journals when you don't have to read them for a class. Pick the journal that's related to your passion, what you really care about, and see what you don't know. Because no matter what setting you're working on, you think, man, I really, I read everything about this. But there are other elements and dimensions that we could all learn from. Get involved with the institution where you work. Volunteer for committees. And dissemination. Be a scholar. Think about, from day one, what have you done that is special, and that when you just happen to have a conversation with someone and say, oh, well, you know what? When in this paper, I developed this, and now everybody is asking me if they can have a copy of it. That should say, oh, well, maybe you should actually work on getting it published. I don't know how to do that. Well, that's why you go to publication workshops. That's why you partner with the faculty. But think about presenting your work at conferences and sharing your scholarship through dissemination. And figure out, where do you want to make a difference? Where do you choose to lead? What are your priorities? And what's going to be the focus of your leadership? And I would challenge you to think about your top priority or goal in the 3 areas of be a leader, be a connector, and be a scholar. And remember Sigma Theta Tau's quote, "Together we change lives and advance health care." And you have taken a great step by demonstrating your achievements in the community and in the classroom and in prior practice for many of you to be chosen for induction into Sigma Theta Tau. And I wish you all the very best in your career. Stay connected to UTA. We want to know about your successes. We want to help you, and reach out and keep the connection there. Thank you.
So like Dr. Reed said, I am Dr. Ante Parker, and Dr. Reed gets a pass because she had me, can you believe, 11 years ago as a nursing student here at UTA. And I only became doctor this time last year, so even I don't answer to it all the time. Happens. So now I've come to part of our program that most everyone really looks forward to, is we getting your cords, which is always not the only reason we came, but that's what I get the most emails about. So tonight you will get your cords. These will be worn at graduation. Some of you also may have stoles. These are what signify you as a member of Sigma. These cannot be purchased or bought by anyone who is not a member of Sigma. And when they're worn with your graduation regalia, that is what everyone who sees these purple and white within nursing, we all know what that means. So what we're gonna do is have the inductees stand a row at a time. You'll come around this side. You'll give your name card to Ms. Hulapa, and she will hand that to me. As I call your name, please come across the front. Dr. Cobble will be at the banner with a purple folder. Please do not take her folder. It's fake. She'll take a picture. Those pictures will be available to you guys in a couple of days. Then you'll walk around the side of the auditorium to the back where you'll sign our membership book. That book contains all the signatures of everyone who's been inducted into this chapter for the last, I don't know how many years. 14 years, 40 years, sorry. And so that's kept within the Sigma offices here at UTA, and they will give you your real certificate. All right, you can have the first row. Carla Camille Gray. Karen Bravo. Crystal Gray Smith. John Riley Clingan. Jody Taylor. Rebecca Ruth Blackwell. Jillian Christine Hudson. Kristen Nicole Johns. Araceli Giorgionio Deal. Radiance Bean. Shobha Reju. Rhonda Michelle Hawkins. Lacey Janice Martin. Victoria Hartman. Donabelle Ariano. Ashley Hanson Bell. Amy Jo McCullum. Morgan Frances Hip Rowell. Kim Oliphant. Casey Margaret Horan. Kelly Nicole Lantrip. Deepa Rayamaji. Sharon Trinice Haley. Letha Johnson Gaddis. Modubola Fonduyimbo. Brittany Delenn Cummings. Joy Joseph. Amy June Cotton. Chanel Armstrong Howell. Kimberly Jo Thomas. Sheena Lee Hayes. Esperanza Salazar. Keith Allen Theory. Wendy Ray Luttrell. Natalie Michelle Slagle. Bonnie Lynn McClory Finn. Christopher Inslee. Darcy Lynn Nevins Davis. Sumaya Chowdhury. Heather Lee Arthur. Jennifer Lee Sanders. Lily Hamilton. Allison Brinson. Brittany Taylor Van Bagel. Anna Marie Hens. Alexis Miriam Shipers. David Kelly. Natasha Zarak. Courtney Walters. Berta Bellows. Anlon Zhang. Matthew Ryan Lefevers. Angelica Creevy. Kim T. Tran. Kimberly Chin. Catherine Caroline Wells. Shay Curtis. Anna Maria Chidas. Andrea Ramona Goche. Ronnie Bach. Paula Aris. Michaela Yinsky. Christian Burgos Baltazar. Is there anyone else here for induction who did not make their way to the front? So my 2 cents as far as Sigma is I will tell you that I am one of those who is like you. I practice in the community. I'm a nurse practitioner. I'm not full-time academia. And as someone who practices in the community and who doesn't work full-time at the university, I would encourage you to be among those of us who not only work in our community but are also an active part of Sigma. We need you as well. I don't want to be the Lone Ranger. But as a graduate of this program, I can tell you this is a wonderful, wonderful institution. You should be very proud of receiving your degree from. Before Dr. Laird comes up, can we take just a second and recognize the faculty here from UTA, because none of us, including myself, will be standing here. Stand up. Stand up. These ladies and gentlemen give all of their time and all of themselves and who they are and their career and their passion of nursing to make us into who we are. And I say we because I graduated from here with my BSN, and they are a foundation of what led me to where I am as a nurse practitioner and earning my doctorate. So thank you all for everything that you do for all of us and for Sigma. Congratulations.
Would the inductees please stand and read with me the pledge? You're all ready? I accept membership in Sigma Theta Tau International, and I pledge to fulfill its commitment to nursing excellence, knowledge, service, and leadership throughout my career. Welcome. Like Ante, I'm a nurse practitioner also. I'm full-time faculty here, but I also work in a free clinic. So that's one of the ways we can give back to our community, and I see one of our talented volunteers there as well. So any of you who want to volunteer at Open Arms Health Clinic, you're welcome.
Oh, this is an exciting night, an exciting day, an exciting time tomorrow. So we're going to have a pop quiz. What are the 3 things that Dean Merwin told us that we need to do? We need to remember. Connectedness, scholars. Right. Okay. Give yourself a hand. Okay. So, as a member, because you are members now, and we're very happy to have you as a member, you become part of a worldwide community of nurses that can help you keep in touch with the reasons you became a nurse. So I did not get into Sigma Theta Tau until toward the end of my practice time. When I first was invited when I was a BSN student, I said, I don't want to be in a sorority. Had no idea. And it has been so fulfilling the last 10 years. I've done many things and enjoyed my membership a lot. But you have to make the effort to, get involved. Membership is more than recognition for your academic or professional success. It's an experience you create throughout your career, and the other people that have spoken to you today have alluded to that. As you reflect on your induction, please take a moment in the near future to use your membership brochure, which you will be getting if you haven't already. Oh, I think you got it. To help you design your experience. There is a lot of things that are offered through Sigma Theta Tau. You can go to the website. They have educational materials. They have opportunities to give money, of course, and help globally. So be sure to do that, and you will get out of your membership what you put into it. So if all you ever do tonight is just join and pay your dues every year and you don't do another thing, you are still making a difference, because your funds that you donate as a member are used to help people all over the world, especially nurses. Keep in touch with Sigma and Delta Theta chapter on the Circle. It's a site within the Sigma website, so you just go to Sigma website and we're right there for you. Make sure that we have an updated email so you receive news from us, because we try to keep you informed about what's going on in your chapter. And so a lot of times we have people email us that say, please take me off of your listserv. Please let us serve you on the list, and where you will keep up with what's going on in the chapter. So as we close, let's just reflect a little bit. Now that you're moving forward from your student experience, it's time to ask yourself some questions. What do I want to do to transform nursing? You'll be doing that every day that you go to work. What do I want the profession to be like in 2022, or in 2 years, 5 years, 10 years? What can Sigma Theta Tau International do to help me get there? And any of us that are members would be happy to help you in any way we possibly can. It's also, besides asking, it's time to act. Connect with your local community. Use the organization to meet your career goals and needs. Dialogue with other members. And connect with organizational resources and services. It's also time to share. So as you move forward in your career, share your experiences and dreams by being active in Delta Theta chapter, in person or from a distance, or let us get you connected in a place closer to where you live. Let us know when you achieve the extraordinary, because you're on your way now. The foundation of your Honor Society membership is a combination of honor, community, service, and knowledge. Your pursuit of nursing excellence has earned you this honor and the opportunity to build your career and your membership experience throughout your whole lifetime. Once you're a member of Sigma Theta Tau, you're a member. You never lose your membership. To be active, you need to pay your dues, okay? We congratulate you on your induction. So this concludes our ceremony. Thank you for attending. And as nurses, we always say police your area. We have other people coming in here for clinical awards. Come by and see any of us anytime that you're around up at UTA. We'd love to visit with you. And so y'all enjoy more snacks, take pictures, and give us a shout. Thanks.